Alrighty. Alright. Oh, that's not even doing anything yet. Let's see, is that coming through here? Oh yeah, that's coming through, and we're looking at my email. This is what my email looks like. Monoprice telling me I can't have the $2 thing or whatever. That's fine. Monoprice isn't really playing a whole bunch of ball with me right now, but that's fine. Federal returning officer. Fro. you know. It's got things I like to joke about. Offer to lease. Kerchinsky, CK, Calvin Klein, Deanna, my landlord. Or landlord to be. Not my landlord yet, but she's not a lessor. She knows she's a landlord only, not a lessor. She knows what's up. Deanna, living in Arizona right now, I think, owning in quotation marks property in Saskatoon. I know it. I know who really owns all this stuff. That's what they gotta. Here, I'll show you this real quick. This is fun for me because it's like size of premises. 586 square feet. Now, I mean that's not huge, but it's a pretty big room. Gross rent per month $750. Okay, this is a commercial property. I can do anything there. It's just like, and it's a nice little spot. It's half kitty corner from my house. The Central Block, Unit 1, 1006. The most amazing part of this is that, like, if I just switch onto my thing here for a sec, like this is I modified this this cover or whatever. Come on, get in there. Why is it being bad? Right, it's being bad right now. Being a slow bad boy. Oh yeah, there we go. But basically, this cover, this is a comic actually, because this is that place. Like this is, you can't quite read it. There's 1006. Oh, right in the comic, it says 1006. That's my address for the Office of the Registration Manager General, or whatever I decide to call it. I might call it like BBL or something instead, or who knows? Who cares? Doesn't really matter. It's just my office. But 8th Street Books and Comics is still there. This is Godzilla taking it out. The corner, the Central Block. You can kind of see CB in there, and Quentin rebuilt 8th Street Books and Comics after this historical event happened, though, of course. Now, anyway, we'll pop into here. Okay, yeah, right. As I'm going to update, I should. Now, here we go. Here, I'll show you something. So here's Getter. And then here's a vocal part that I did. So it's like and then, so MCCQE is the Medical Council of Canada qualifying examination. And basically, we're going into a transitional period with it where we're changing everything in the whole world. Absolutely everything is getting turned on its head here. But what we can see here is that this is an audio file. Okay. Haha, audio file. Get it? No. But what I've done is I've increased the pitch by 7 semitones. Okay, so that's a fifth. I mean, you know that. Well, I don't have to tell you that stuff actually, or that, but that I can still make reference to it. Because I mean, like if I say semitone in like most music lessons, people just start wheedling and stuff. They're like, no, don't speak of fifths and semis. I'm like, no, look, man, like I don't mean fifths and semis like you had a bad time with that time. Haha, get it? Wow, marked up language is just a passion of mine, Haha, get it? Passion of mine? No, I'm kidding. Except I'm not. Marked up language has become a passion of mine because it is funny. Anyway, I don't know what MUL actually stands for, but it basically stretches it out a little bit, and then I lower the pitch there. And then this is just the pitch is lowered the same. And that's how I get that nice deep voice, because of course, I can speak pretty deeply myself, but I can't, like, rip a rule like... Licentiate. Not licentiature. You don't want licensure. You want licentiate. See, there are various forms of licensing, and they're not all what you want. You don't want licensure. You don't want that, in my opinion. Maybe you do. Maybe you do want licensure. But I can give you an example of why that's bad, or why you would not want to submit to licensure, as a physician or whatever. Had some of them were uphealing, in one area. But anyway, that doesn't really show you very much because it's just an audio file. But we could go into Getter. Maybe I could make a new thing. Maybe I'll show you another thing. I'll show you Getter here. Okay. All right. So this is Issuer SwiftR. Oh yeah. If you're interested in like law and like finance and stuff, I've gotten pretty into it. I've gotten into the way the Royals do it. Whew, they're hooter-ninnies, man. They're completely insane people. Like, those people are actually, they're so crazy, man. Like, who would have thunk it? You know that expression? Oh, that's rich. Now, there's a very, very freaky origin to that expression. Anyways, we're going to open this up. What am I doing here? Play Demon Project Demo Demon Demonstration Project Demon Straight the Demon. Straight is the demon. Straight as the demon? No. The demon straights. I mean, you demonstrate the notion. Alright, so here we go. MA Wormhole, Retro Future FX. Okay, here we go. This is a very, very, very simple project. It's one of the simplest tracks I've ever made. It's called Getter. So we can go into it here. So it starts with 3, of course, because you start on 3. I don't know if you've ever done a 2 count or whatever, but you start on 3. Anyway, and 3 in this case is just a stupid little beat. So you go pattern, so we're on song. That's what we call in Ableton. We call it arrangement, and we call pattern session. No, we call, I forget. I use FL, not Ableton anyway, right? So, but there's song, and that makes more sense to me. That's this whole thing. Boop. Arrangement, playlist arrangement. Okay, so it's arrangement view. Song play. If this is getting confusing, get ready to get real confused. But really though, so we'd hop into the pattern, go on pattern play, go do beep beep, okay, and then we'll play this drum beat. So what do we got in this drum beat? We got a clap. So now you see I've done this mull and pitch, and even a timer on there, and I've done a bit of lengthies. So you can hear what that sounds like by itself. Oh yeah, wicked clap. Okay, and then we got a hat. What do I do with this? Oh, mull and pitch. Oh, it looks similar. And it's using loop points. Oh, that's illegal. Oh, it sounds all degraded, right? Well, that's on purpose because we love to degrade everything in this business. You know, the dance, ghetto dance music production business, that I'm part of. A little less degraded. It's shorter, sharpier. Sharpier, okay, and so that's 3 iterations, what we call round robin. Well, round robin is 7, but 3 iterations is, is enough usually. Got a snare that we're not using. That's like the bad snare that hasn't been modified. Shows you how shitty this program is. Here's the downstream kick. Okay, here we go. So here's a short kick. It's a nice little puncher. Then we've got this is kind of like a bass. It's also an iteration of the kick, but it says bass. So it's just more like a subtone, but it has a little bit of a pitch bend to it. Sample, And then I've got another, this is a hat actually, I believe. Yeah, and it's just kind of like, I just sort of, this one's. And so that's what we call an intro. Okay, and then we can go to the actual song here and see what happens. Okay, because it goes on like that for a bit, and then we'll just hear. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, what happened there? Okay, so this is pattern 2. So it's a janky old pattern 2. It's got all those hats in there, a whole bunch, click them in. And then it's using this kick. And that kick is like higher, it's like more, it's just a different one, It's more punch, I guess. More punch, less umph, in a way, less, let's see how it goes here. Oh, drop my mouse. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right, so what the heck's going on now, right? Started off like this. Um, got piano. And what's it got on there? It's got a bit of delay, I guess. 1 pound 41. 2 delays. Sound goodizer. Oh, holy crap, I've got a sound goodizer on there. That's embarrassing. This plugin's actually pretty good if you just dial it right and, I don't know. Equalization. Not linear. Non-linear EQ. High quality, though. And got another EQ on there. And it's kind of doing the same thing twice. Takes 2 minutes, but for some goddamn reason you have to do it 3 times. You know that song? Or I wrote that one. But anyway. And then we got pattern 1 here. Like, pattern 1's a chunk. Pattern 1 is chunky, man. But that's all it is. Like, what the heck? It's nothing. Like, how is this a thing? So what's going on there, right? I've got one hat. Like, it's kind of not very good. And it's the original iteration, right? You know, it's not, you know, a clap. Okay, and I've got this kick. Same one as before. Now, what's this? Now, what the heck is going on here? And this is the real kicker. All right? You know, this is this stuff. So what I've got is an E3 mono time stretcher. And it's all dialed real nice. I can't touch any setting on here ever because it's perfect. I mean, until the next time, right? And then you do something like this, crazy like this again. And then so basically I've got a crossfade on it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the beginning of the sample and I'm fading it out into the end of the sample. And then it makes that sound. Parts because of the E3 mono stuff. This is a bit hard to explain how I did that sound design, actually. But there's like, I don't know what else is there. There's a, it's like not just a bit of EQ on there. I feel like I must have done some voodoo on this one here. Where is that? Where's that coming from, man? Sometimes it's better not to ask. Sometimes we just like do things we don't really know how. But that's the thing is you just fool around with this stuff. Now what I can do is I can save as. Oh, here we go. Getter showing PE. That's me, that's you, you know, etc. And like that. Thomas Edison in the house, you know, that's what I say. Load regions, yep. Resample, yep. I mean, if you know what that kind of thing means, it doesn't matter. I hope this is fun anyway. But that's a cool sound, right? But, like, I'll show you kind of how much this will change. Like, if we change this to stretch, suddenly it's like, and that's even cooler. You know, we got... Oh, that's really ghetto now. Now it's like a remix, right? You know? Or if you want just a nicer tone there, or you can go back to E3 mono. Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty good, eh? Let's roll with this one here, yeah. Remix time. Oh, that's pretty ghetto. And what I'm doing there is I'm playing with the start of the sample. And that's the length. Weird, is it gone now? Oh, it's resample, yeah. Let's try E2 generic. This is just different time stretches, right? Transient. Oh, yeah. And this is what we call loopitis, where you just keep looping stuff over and over again, and you're just stuck in the loop, stuck in the pool, you know, won't get out of the pool, you know. Oh, that's cool, though. Sometimes you want to stay in the pool for a while, because then you get all wrinkly, you know, or whatever, you know. Get right in that sweet spot, though. Okay, now what we can do, we've turned that bass line into a thing, so open up that kick bit. So now we got like a whole new track on our hands here, yeah. And like that piano is not working with that close grand is not really. But maybe like Heaven Choir will work better with that or something instead, right? So let's try this. Oh, it's not working at all because it's doing a thing there. It's being a little winner. I'll get in there, pattern 10. There you go, like this. Maybe drop it. Let's just drop an ah right in there, eh? And then we'll just cut that, and we might have to retune it, right? But oh, this can probably go on the release too as number 11, actually. You know, it's fun. I'm just pissing around, right? Here comes a big drop, you know, right here. MA Wormhole, the Masters. Well, that's like this sound is a joke, of course. Now we're gonna do something with this here because it's the Master Remix or whatever. E3 mono turns to E2 mono. There we go, and stretch it out. My bruise. Get on the Ruski. Dan and Nate. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Get a little blip into it. This is wild, eh? Now you can kind of get an idea of my process. And that's probably enough of that, eh?